My babes, one thing I could never get behind was explaining feelings to people. I could never get behind it. What is the point of telling someone, when you did this, you made me feel that way? You know what? You're not communicating anything to that person. Do you know what you're actually doing? Because all they're hearing is, yes, I got what I wanted. They know exactly what the intention was. And by you telling them, when you did that, I felt that way, you telling them you did exactly what you intended to do. Well done. You succeeded. You won. Yay. Well done. Continue doing what you're doing because it's working. That's what explaining feelings does. For people that understand already, they don't need an explanation. Because they already know, shit, I shouldn't be treating somebody a certain way because it's going to make them feel bad. For those people who need the explanation or want the explanation, they've already made up their mind not to understand. So when you're explaining to them, you're not doing anything, you're not getting anywhere. You just handing them a remote control to say, here's my buttons. If you press this, if you press that, then that is exactly how to activate whatever you want out of me. Well done, yay! In 2026, it's gonna be a new year, my babes. We're gonna stop explaining. Okay, we're gonna stop explaining. Because it's not getting us anywhere. Why are you explaining yourself? That's what I need to understand. That's the point that we need to get down to, is why are you explaining yourself? Because you're explaining yourself for a reason, right? There's something that you are trying to communicate when you explain yourself. When you're justifying to the person, when you did this, I felt that way. This is how I feel. You ask yourself, you go quiet, and you ask yourself, what am I trying to tell this person? What you are trying to get into their head is that it's not acceptable to treat you that way, right? That's what you're trying to communicate to them. That it's not acceptable and you are not going to accept being treated that way. Now, the way you're communicating it is by saying, when you do this, I feel that way. But what they are hearing is, I got what I wanted and good. So you need to start delivering your message in a way that it clicks for them. Because what you're doing isn't clicking. It's not clicking. Okay. And tell the person, you did this. Nah, that's not the way. That's not the way. You need to show them a mirror to say, this is how you look right now. This is how you're coming across. Did you mean to embarrass me? When you said whatever it was, when you said, I don't know, let's think about something. Somebody said, oh, your phone is old. You got an old phone. You asked the person, did you mean to embarrass me when you said that? You can even ask them, excuse me, I didn't hear what you said. Can you repeat what you just said, please? That 9 times out of 10 is going to be enough. That's going to be enough for the person to be like, oh. If they say it again, if they repeat themselves, then they will most probably, I don't know, 9 times out of 10 they won't. They will be like, oh snap, everybody's looking at me now. Okay. Stop trying to win. Stop trying to win. In 2026, we're going to shift the focus away from winning to holding your ground. You need to start learning how to hold your ground, my babes. That's what you need to start doing. To hold your ground. It's not about pushing the other person down to elevate yourself. That's gonna be a natural result, but you are not going to push that person down. You're going to keep it equal. Naturally, as a result, what's going to happen is when the person does that reflection, they are naturally going to shrink away. You are not going to push them down. The style of communication I'm going to teach you is to just hold your ground. Naturally, that person will shrink away, but you are not going to push that person down. This is not about being superior or making yourself elevated over that person. That is going to be a natural outcome. But that is not the main objective. The main objective is to hold your ground and to let the people know this is not how no. Let's circle back to that example of you have an old phone. So you respond differently to that and you say, so I have an old phone. So what? Do you know what you did? You're being rude right now. You're being rude. What are you expecting this person to be like? Oh my word, you are so right. The scales have fallen from my eyes. I have been so wrong. My ways are, I am going to change my ways. I'm going to be a better person because you just told me that what I said was rude. Thank you for changing my life. Come on, man. Come on. No, stop. Stop it.